very interesting discussion, broad group of different stakeholders, and I think what we heard today, I would sum up around three big themes. The first one is around what should be done to ensure that the legal standards, consumer safeguards that have been in place in the economy for decades apply consistently, proportionally and efficiently to the digital economy. The second point is around whether we need to push more proactively things like the sharing of data, making sure that in effect there is a more active market for data. Finally, regulation. Should there be regulation of the data economy?
Telecommunication services are the pipes for that new oil that everybody is telling about, the data economy. So for us it's important to understand well how it impacts affect the telecommunication services and issues to be taken into consideration by us, the regulations, to ensure that the European society gets into the data economy. So it's important for us to understand that. There are also challenges on the effect of the data economy and the use of data on the competition for electronic communication services.
There are a number of challenges today that are in front of telcos today. I think the major one is, of course, we now have the GDPR, which has been in place since 25th of May. There is an e-privacy regulation, which of course is sector specific, which we believe will hinder potentially future innovation on our part and the development of big data and the data economy at large, if indeed sector-specific rules were to be imposed and we not associate ourselves more with the risk-based approach of the GDPR.
So I think first of all it's clear that through data we can create a lot of value. Also in the telecom sector, we see it already today when it comes to smart cities or the Internet of Things, that we are, as somebody today in the discussion said, the pipe for the oil. Of course we want to be more than just the pipe and just more than providing connectivity, and that's why it is very important also for the telecom sector to be able to combine data sets, to have the critical mass of data available that you need for artificial intelligence, big data analytics, and especially linking to current discussions on the privacy reform, it is very important for us that we have the same rules in place applying to us than to others using the same type of data. And lastly, because it is a discussion that is continuing at EU level, how can we strengthen the data economy by incentivizing businesses to share data?
I think the main takeaway as far as CCIA is concerned was that you need to identify a problem in order to start thinking about whether you want to regulate the part or the whole of the data economy. And I think today's discussion was interesting because we looked at the sort of the taxonomy of the data economy with a focus on platforms, but we should always remember that the data economy is not just about the platforms, it's not about those companies that hit the headlines in newspapers. It's about the digital transformation of companies and governments.
Today's discussion was also very interesting because we learned that this discussion, this debate is not mature enough. So there is not a clear path or what should be done in the future. But what was sure from this discussion that privacy and trust and issues around privacy and trust will be very important. So the work in GSMA, what we have invested in there, is very useful. And then topics like e-privacy will not go away, so we have to focus on them next year as well.